job, we started selling crack forever, nigga. I'm legal crack though. I'm selling legal crack. You heard? It's called intellectual property. We're selling records now.
This was important. I had to speak on this. I wasn't gonna make no more videos and movies today, but this whole thing with whatever the fuck them two dudes' name is, I don't even feel like acknowledging either of them because they ain't exist to me before this shit happened, right? Where the dude smoked the dude on live. They was both like fucking streamers or YouTubers, whatever. Listen, I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what the fuck they got going on. I don't know if that's real. I don't know if that's a play, okay? It's a lot of stuff, though, where I'm watching it happen. I'm like, well, I never heard of these people before this happened. First, never heard of them. Sly's talking about it. Let me clear my throat. Clear my throat. Sly talking about it. And he like, you know, honestly, I think it's a good thing. I think that should need to happen more often. Not like to everybody, but it need to happen to some people sometimes. Here's the thing, right? Everything I've ever said on here, I always think when I'm saying it, is this anything that anyone would want to smoke me for saying? And if the answer is yes, I'm not going to put it out. I'm not going to let nothing escalate to that point. I got kids, bro. Like, the fuck I look like doing all that shit. High risk bullshit for nothing. Here's the really, like, the core thing that's, like, wild to me is, like, allegedly, what that one Sin City, Finney, whatever his name is, dude, got smoked over, involved him putting out, like, details of, like, the other dude, Manny or whatever his name is, doing gay shit, right? I'd rather not give the situation no more attention than it has, but it already has this amount of attention, so fuck it, right? I probably won't even chop this shit up. I don't know yet, but we'll see. So I'm looking at the situation and I'm like, the fact we never heard of these people, like, I really thought it was a cover. Like, I was like, yo, imagine if Lush went and did something this sharp. It's the same locational shit, same demographic, same victimology. You got a light-skinned white Hispanic dude. Lush is not Hispanic, but he tries to claim that card, okay? Lush more light-skinned than me. Sharp live in Vegas. Sharp about the same complexion as the other dude. So I said, what if they got that on camera, right? And then they just changed the shit around with some AI shit, make that shit look like it was some unidentifiable people. Because all their track record that I've seen, you could have generated in one night if you wanted to, from what I understand. I could be wrong on that, but from what I've seen personally. Now, maybe I have a longer track record I haven't seen. I could be wrong. But from what I've seen, the track record of both individuals, you could generate in one night. Is this a play? Like, what is this, you know? At face value, it's a fucked up situation. But I also was wondering, like, yo, what if this is like a cover up for some other shit? And they're just trying to make some other shit to try to protect somebody or something. I don't know. Believe half of what you see and nothing you hear become more and more true every day, pimp. That situation at face value, I understand why Sly was like, yeah, that should happen more, whatever. Like, when I was doing that, the videos I did on my main channel, I got deleted about, like, Takeoff getting smoked and shit like that. There was a point in time after I did a couple of these videos, I'm editing another video talking about the shit. While I'm in iMovie, my phone rang from Texas. I literally picked it up thinking Jay Prince was gonna be on the other end line. What's happening, young blood? Hey, I heard you been saying some things, young blood. Listen, you need to clear that up, young blood. I had nothing to do with Takeoff, young blood. And he didn't, for a fact. It's a fact. It's my Gemini twin right there. Jay Prince, that's my Gemini twin, pimp. We was both born on Halloween in Texas. That's my Gemini twin. That's my Scorpio twin. Hey, Jay Prince, that's my Scorpio twin. I'm picking that up. That's my new shit. Jay Prince, my Scorpio twin. But nah, I had to, you know, big year for Scorpio, big year for Gemini. You know what I'm saying? Big year for the country of Vietnam. You know. Yeah, this whole thing is weird when you look at it. I know people like leave a comment if you feel the same way. I know I'm not the only one who's like, yo, it's weird. Never knew who none of these people were, bro. None of them. Just because of that, and because the victimology would be identical. If Lush went to Las Vegas and smoked Sharp, the situation would be identical. You'd have someone who's more light skinned than me shooting someone with a Sharp complexion. If it's what really happened, it's what really happened. I hope Sharp okay. I hope there wasn't no cover for that. Don't seem like it was, because it seemed like he posted like after it happened and shit. That part, I don't think you could fabricate that part. I think on the other end, it would still come off like you would just see Sharp stop posting. I don't think they can fabricate him to keep posting if he got smoked. There's like two themes to this video, but like the other theme, like that's like a hidden tape in the Tony Hawk, bro. That's like the secret room, bro. That's like that's the cheat code, bro. You gotta find that. Anyway, so I just had to speak on this because I see both sides of it, right? Even before this happened, I won't say or do nothing on here involving another creator that I know would make that other creator want to smoke me. I won't do it. I won't talk about nobody's family. I won't dox nobody. I won't put their business out there. Nothing like that, ever. I might ask questions, but listen, people not gonna smoke you for asking a question. They're gonna try to discredit you. That's the part of it where I'm like, once I understood the situation, Mo, I was like, I see why that happened. The other thing was like Bullet Scotty made a video where he like, listen, I think the fans of both these people instigated this shit. You know what I'm saying? He kind of got a point with that, bro. Like, he kind of got a point. Like, this is why, like, I'm so glad I have no skeletons in my closet about this shit, period. That would be my main thing, bro. If someone who knew this shit, would they come out and try to, you know what I'm saying? But I don't, so I don't worry about that. Like, I see how this happened because someone who did know about someone's skeletons in their closet was trying to put that shit out there, bro, and that's crazy. Like, bro, if you do that to anybody, you putting lies like that on people, bro. People want to smoke you for it, some people. You actually, if it's probably worse for people who actually did that and then they try to do that. That's probably worse, I'd imagine. I don't know. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I see where Sly was coming from, where like he wouldn't be opposed if it happened to more people, like who like really was like trying to push that, talking about catch a flight and shit. So like I see both sides of it. You know, on one hand, it's like, yeah, I don't want to encourage people to do that type of shit. But on the other hand, it's like, I've always maintained my stance on here in a way that would never cause that. I've always played this game in a way where that was always a possibility if I said something too crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like, I always understood you can't say crazy shit about people and expect them not to be mad about it. Like, people in prison always told me, you could say whatever about whoever. You can't determine how they gonna react to you saying it though. And so because of that, I've been very careful about my words ever since I really been on here like that. So I just had to put this shit out there for the kids and shit. And listen, like I said, it's not about if you have a problem with somebody and you saying little shit, bro. It's like, no, it's like, once you do all that dox and all that other crazy shit that really puts people's life in like jeopardy type shit, yeah, that's a totally different game. That becomes a totally different game. That's another thing motherfucker could say about me. Even though I always been in the drama, I ain't never been in the drama like that. Like, even though I came up off beefing with other creators, it was never like I had no beef with other creators like that. It was vice versa. It was just, I would call them on their shit, mark it, and move on. I'm not out here just holding a grudge against JD Delay or whoever. Pretty sure Ed Basemaster goes in my fucking comments, bro, on my old channel that got deleted under a burner account. I'm almost positive he does. He fucks with me. So it's like, I never held that shit against nobody. Like, I never went at this to the level that these two people was going at it. And I never would. I would never put myself in a position where it's that serious, you know, because you kind of have to opt into that. Homeboy, if Homeboy had info on dude, right? He probably knew what the reaction was going to be. He probably knew posting, I shouldn't post this. Like, come on now, bro. Like, you putting someone's whole livelihood, their whole reputation and shit in jeopardy. How did you know that was going on? Was he just that flagrant about it around you? Like, what? How did you know? Did you partake in such activities? I don't understand. Listen, if you doxed me or some shit, it's like, yeah, bro, I see why you take it that far. I see why you take it that far. You're putting someone's life in danger. It's different. But it's like, I'm not gonna say it's the answer. I'm not gonna go as far as Sly did when he said, honestly, I wanna see this. Or like, no, I don't wanna see this. I wanna see people be more careful about the way they say shit. Like, I've said some crazy shit about people, but I know I've never said nothing to cause nobody to come do nothing to me. I know that. That's where my stance is on that. My stance is that, listen, if it happens, it happens. But to be honest, you'll know you're causing that to happen when it happens. You know what I'm saying? You'll know when you cross that line with somebody just by dealing with who they was. And that's another reason I think this might not be a play and this is some shit that really happened, because there's nothing Sharp said to cross that line with Lush. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand, even like people threatening each other and saying, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, without nothing really put behind it, like no pressure behind the scenes going on, most people are just gonna acknowledge it, especially people like Lush, like, oh, he's saying anything. Even people who way more serious than Lush like me is gonna look at it like he's saying anything, let him come try something. I'm not worried about him, you know? So that's the part of it that makes me say, nah, this wasn't no just play fake shit to try to cover up something else. This was real. This really happened at face value for what it was. Like the track record that's there of both these channels and how that shit how much was there from what I've seen, I can say it could be fabricated in a very short amount of time if you really wanted to and put your mind to it. But to be honest, I don't think that's the case. So I just had to speak on this. I'm gonna just put this out there for the kids and shit. Listen, because I don't want, like Sly said the opposite of the way I felt, but we've both felt kind of the same way, where it's like, because I've always played this game like that. I've always played this game in a way where don't say anything that you know would make people come after you. So I don't. Listen, Ron Artest picked his battles. So I'm gonna say, Ron Artest picked his battles. I'm out this bitch.